welcome back. In this episode, we are going to be creating the text asset for our logo. So let's create a new artboard and click on our type tool or click T on our keyboard. Click anywhere on our artboard and type in what we want for our logo. And in this case, it's going to be design form because I want to create a logo for this YouTube channel. So from here, there's tons of different things we can do to edit this text. So let's just dive into it. The first things first is we're going to want to change the font from Myriad Pro. And I'm going to change that to one I picked out earlier that's called Avant-Garde Bold. Perfect. And turn it down just a little bit. Okay. Another thing I want to do, and again, you don't have to do this, it's however you want yours to look, is get rid of some of the space in between the individual letters. Now to do this, or you might want to spread yours out. To do that, go to the character tool, which can be found in the window tab up here if it's not over here in your tool panel. Either in the character or the paragraph tool. Okay, and now here we have tons of different tools we can use to edit our text. So here is the size of the text. We can change the height, which I don't want to do. The width, the space in between lines, etc. What I want to do is use this tool right here, which allows us to increase or decrease the space in between individual letters. And I want to decrease, so I'm going to use a negative value of 10. I don't want to do it too much, but I feel like when it's closer together, it brings more of a unity. So that's what I want anyways in this particular look for this logo. So I'm going to do that. And then the next step is to create outlines with this text. So I'm going to select the text. I'm going to go up to the Type tab and go all the way down to Create Outlines. I'm going to do that, and now if you can see what that did, it created vertices around the outline of our text. So now all the text is going to be directly editable, each letter. So I can grab whatever vertice I want and change it however I want. So I can make this D look crazy and ski-wampus like that, but I don't want to do that. Okay, so before I move on, I just want to make sure that this spacing is looking all right for me. I think I might want to get rid of some of the space in between the two words. So right now, it's like when you use the Pathfinder, it's grouped. So I'm going to ungroup it, grab the word forum, and I'm probably just going to edge it over just a tad, zoom out, see what I think. More or less. I think that was too much. Let's see. I think that'll be alright. I might mess around with it with a little bit more later, but for right now, that'll be fine for what we're doing. So I'm going to regroup that, and remember you can do that in the Object tab. And then what I want to do is create two layers of this text, one directly on top of another. So what I'm going to do is click on it, copy it, and then I'm going to create a new layer. And if you don't know how to use the layers tool, it's something that's really important. I would recommend checking out the Illustrator basics video. Let's create a new layer and paste it in place. So Command Shift V. And then we're just going to lock and get rid of that layer for right now. So in the lower layer, I don't really care about the fill of this because I'm not going to see it. I do want the stroke though. So I'm going to make a black stroke and I'm going to crank that up a little bit, maybe like, probably like a 6 for right now probably. Okay, and then I'm going to turn back on the layer above. So now it's all solid black. What I'm going to do though is grab our text on this layer and fill it with white. And that's the look that I want to go for this logo in particular. But there's still a lot of stuff we can do to mess around with it. But you pretty much get the idea. Okay. So we're getting pretty close, but there is kind of a spacing thing that's bugging me, and it's between the G and the N on design, and it's between the U and the M on forum, and it just there's kind of the big black line right here that's kind of throwing me off. So I think if we grab, first I'm gonna need to ungroup everything. Unlock your layer so you can grab everything, and then we're gonna ungroup it, and then click and drag and select the ends on both the top layer and the back layer, and just start to edge that over until you think it looks right. No, I think that looks better. I wonder if I went too far. No, I think that looks better. All right, and I'm gonna do the same thing with the M. So I'm just gonna nudge this over, and I just 3 pixels, and I think that looks better. Now though there's more space in between the N and the F, I'm probably gonna bump this over as well. Okay, perfect. So for right now, I think that's awesome.